Content warnings. This episode contains topics that might be triggering to some listeners. The episode includes discussion of parental death, murder and suicide, mentions of gun violence, funerals and grieving, and family disputes, including manipulation and potential gaslighting. Please listen with caution. Why are there 3 cars in your driveway when there's usually only 2?
I have a pretty good guess.
You recognize the car?
Also, no, but there's only one person I can think of who would invite himself around at a time like this.
Claudius.
Brace yourselves.
Oh, there you are, Hamlet. You have perfect timing. Claudius just dropped by to introduce his daughters.
Mom, what are you doing up? You shouldn't be entertaining. You need rest.
Hush, I'm fine. They've been no trouble at all.
Hello, Hamlet. Ophelia, Horatio. Pleasure to see you again as well. I'm sorry for the intrusion. I'd have been more than happy to come back another time, but your mother insisted. She's been very welcoming.
I can see that. Not to be rude, but Claudius, what are you doing here?
Hamlet?
No, it's a valid question. My daughters are here, like we talked about. Would you be up for meeting them? I'm sure they'd also love to meet your friends.
I'll gladly meet your daughters.
Really? Not now.
Wonderful. Girls, come meet your cousin and his friends.
Hello, I'm Rosalind. Everyone calls me Rosie. It's really nice to meet you.
Hello, Rosie. I'm Feely. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Seriously.
I'm Giulia, spelled the strange way, with a G. It's great to finally meet you, Hamlet. And your friends, too.
Charmed.
Hello.
Hi.
Would you be interested in giving the girls a little tour? You have some lovely grounds around the house. Was that a duck pond I saw out back?
It's a koi pond. And I'm sorry, but I need to have a rather urgent word with my mother.
I'd be more than happy to give a little tour. I've lived here basically my whole life, so I know it almost as well as Hamlet.
That's so generous of you, if you really don't mind.
I really, really don't.
I should be on my way home. It was nice to meet you. You have a lovely tour.
Oh, Horatio, you don't have to go just yet, do you? Help Ophelia give the tour. Make sure she doesn't get sidetracked.
If you insist.
I do.
I don't need a babysitter.
Did you hear me say that you did?
Kind of, yeah.
That was obviously not my intention. Go on, have a good tour. Be sure to show them the pond like Claudius asked.
Yes, my liege. Horatio?
Coming.
What was it you wanted to talk about, Hamlet?
In private, please?
It would be horribly rude, leaving your uncle all alone. I'm sure whatever it is you need to say, you can say in front of...
It's no trouble, really. Go speak with your son. I don't mind at all. I have a few calls I need to make anyway. Pretend I'm not even here.
If you're sure, Claudius. All right, Hamlet. We can talk upstairs.
Wow, you tidied up here. Bed made, shutters open.
I can't lay around in bed forever, as much as I may want to. Besides, I hear sunlight is supposed to be good for your mood. Something about vitamin D?
Yeah, it is. I'm glad to see you doing better.
Thank Claudius. He's been wonderful to talk to, telling me childhood stories about your father. It's been lovely, getting to know a different side of him, even though he's gone.
Actually, Claudius is what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh?
Don't you think it's a little too convenient, him showing up now? I mean, he only arrived after Father died. If he was truly interested in making amends with the family, don't you think he would have done it when there was a chance to get actual forgiveness from Dad?
People wait until it's too late all the time. He said your father's death reminded him that he didn't have time to wait forever to come and find us.
But why did he want to come find us at all after Dad was dead? He has no personal connection to you and me. I can't convince myself, no matter how much I would like to, that his motivations are entirely pure. Doesn't it strike you as even a little bit odd that he showed up just in time to inherit literally everything? If that doesn't scream suspicion, I don't know what does. Oh, yes I do. Being friends with Polonius. You weren't there, but Ophelia's dad was over the moon to see Claudius when he first arrived, and Polonius only ever gets excited when he sees dollar signs, so...
Don't talk about Polonius like that. He's worked with your father for decades. How dare you look down on him like that?
Because he treats Feely like dog shit and has only hung around Denmark Inc. so long because it fills his pockets? He's not a nice man, Mom. Never has been. But he's good at his job, and that was reason enough for Dad to keep him around. Maybe he knew that if I inherited the company, I'd send him on his way. So he decided to take matters into his own hands. Bring in a new heir that would also benefit him.
Hamlet, can't you hear yourself? You're spouting conspiracy where there is none. First of all, you're passing absurd judgment over a man who has been like a part of this family. Polonius has been loyal, trustworthy and efficient as long as we've known him. Second, it's extremely callous to pass judgment on Claudius like that. You may be grieving her father, and I a husband. But Claudius is now mourning a brother he missed for the past 30 years. Do you think that's easy on him? The last thing he needs is to be accused of duplicity at a time like this.
But if you'd look at the facts, even you were shocked when Marcellus read the will giving Claudius everything. Hell, we haven't even established that he really is family.
Stop it! Claudius has told me things only a brother could know about your father. Like it or not, he is your uncle, and he is family.
But how do you know the things he's told you are true? You said it yourself. Dad was a very private man. Claudius could be making things up to string you along. Don't you see how easy it would be?
Just because I am a woman, and just because I am a widow, does not make me an idiot, Hamlet. Yes, I was shocked. And yes, I was suspicious. But those fears have been assuaged, and I have been reassured.
By Claudius?
In part. I suppose you think that he and Polonius conspired to have the will changed to award him everything?
In so many words, yes. I don't know if or to what degree Polonius was involved, but Claudius, certainly.
Don't you see how impossible that is? The will was sealed, with the notary's signature intact before Marcellus read it. It was not tampered with. In fact, Marcellus called this morning to tell me just that. The will is valid.
The will stands? Claudius gets everything?
Yes. He's assuming the position of CEO later this week. He's being very responsive. Doesn't want to waste any time in getting the company back on track.
This is insane.
Hamlet, it's time for you to accept that...
Why do you keep siding with Claudius? How did he get to you so fast and so completely? I don't understand, Mom. I really don't. Why won't you believe me? I'm your son, for God's...
And I am your mother. Why don't you trust me? I know this must be very hard for you. It's been hard for me too. But it looks like this is what our reality will be now. Claudius has assured me that you and I will be taken care of.
I bet he did.
It will take some getting used to, I know. And I know you're expecting to inherit...
This is about far more than inheritance, Mom. It's about what Dad would have wanted. And... Never mind. You wouldn't believe me anyway.
Hamlet!
I'll talk to you later. I can't be here right now.
This is the duck pond we were talking about. I don't know why it's called that. Ducks never come here. We're too close to the city. Still, it's about duck-sized.
I think it's nice. Have you ever thought about putting goldfish in it?
I did, once. Neighbor's cat ate all of them.
Oh, that's sad.
Thanks for that uplifting aside, Horatio. Anyway, tell me about yourselves. I know your names, but what do you like to do? Maybe your thoughts on chamber music or something.
I like music. Not sure about chamber music, though. There's this little bar back home, and every Saturday they get a new local band to play. Drinks are always half off because sometimes the bands, they're not really good, but they still want people to come. It's fun, good music or not.
Oh my god, I love the sound of that. I wish we had something like that around here, but the closest we've got is turning up the radio and drinking in Horatio's garage.
It would be great if there was another place we could do that. Not that I don't mind cleaning up broken glass with a hangover.
Oh, you love it.
You guys should come visit sometime and check it out.
Oh, and we could also show you this adorable little shop that sells jewelry bits, like beads and clasps and pretty stones. It's niche, I know, but I love that place.
It sounds great. I've never made jewelry myself, but I'd love to see how it's done. Maybe I could commission one of you.
Ow!
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just tripped on a rock.
Oh, Horatio, you're so clumsy.
Hey, man. Is everything okay?
Short version? No, not at all.
Can we do anything?
I need you to take me somewhere. I need to be somewhere else right now.
We're kinda in the middle of a tour.
We can pick up another time. There's clearly something you need to go take care of. Don't worry about us.
If you're sure.
Just promise we can pick it up again next time.
Promise.
Feely.
Coming. See you girls. What's going on? What happened inside?
I don't want to talk about it. Just drive me somewhere.
My garage. Sure. Let's go.